Shashi Tharoor is a man of words. But is the story just about wordplay? Is this about Congress versus Tharoor? Is this about Tharoor wanting to jump the ship, joining the BJP? Is it about the Congress wanting to suspend him? I don't think it's any of that. This, according to how I see, is plain simple Shashi Tharoor wanting to continue to have his relevance in national politics at a point where he's been marginalized in the Congress party, his own party. And on the other side, it's also the story of the Congress wanting to reassert its authority, telling Shashi Tharoor, and perhaps not just Tharoor, but a lot of other people in the party and elsewhere, that we are still relevant. So I think many possibly could also believe that this is just plain simple shadow boxing. Otherwise, what if Shashi Tharoor really, wants to jump the ship? He wants to leave the Congress party. He wants to jump towards the BJP. What is stopping him? He isn't doing that. And he's made it absolutely clear that he's a man who has a lot of options. But he said, when I say a lot of options, that always does not mean about joining the BJP. On the other side, look at how the Congress is also obviously very cautious. In the past, there have been so many of a lot of their own leaders, right from a Himanta Biswa Sarma to a Milind Deora to almost anyone that you name, who have jumped the ship, they've damaged the Congress, and then the Congress is caught gasping. But at the same point, if the Congress wants to suspend Shashi Tharoor, they could have done that. But neither, I think they want to do it. Obviously, it takes a lot of courage to be able to do that and make a political statement like this. So that is why I think you will see a lot of this Congress versus Tharoor story play out in the open again and again and again in the run-up to the big Kerala elections. And that is just one of the prizes that Shashi Tharoor today is looking at. He's aiming at that. But the recent controversy that has happened, and then there has been a response also from Shashi Tharoor, who's called out the zealots and the trolls, remember? And though he hasn't dropped names, but clearly that could be a reference to people like a Pawan Kheda, to people like Jairam Ramesh, who've been directly hitting out at Shashi Tharoor. So that is how bad, that is how ugly this entire battle has become. So even though the Congress might not punish him right away, you do know where Shashi Tharoor stands in the Congress scheme of things. And all this playing out in the public domain, is this good for the Congress? Like they say, the answer is blowing in the winds. We earlier on Deepthi Decodes have discussed about the problems when it comes to, remember, the Kerala Congress, that itself has a lot of factions. Shashi Tharoor there finding himself isolated. Shashi Tharoor, a man of his own words, a man of his own mind, clearly not towing the party line at a number of occasions, but that is known. But still, Shashi Tharoor comes with a lot of value. And that value, you are looking at the BJP also kind of acknowledging. Whether that was that selfie that he had with Piyush Goyal, whether it's the ministers now in the BJP government, including Kiran Rijiju, who've come out in the open to defend Shashi Tharoor. So that is politics. That is how strange it is. And like they say, politics sometimes makes for very strange bedfellows. But clearly, the story to watch out for is what possibly this entire war of words, this fracas that has happened between Shashi Tharoor and Congress could lead to. This has also, again, remember, raised the entire question of, like the Prime Minister says, कि हमने घर में घुस के मारा. And the BJP owns this up. They say that this is only under the Modi government that we've crossed the LOC and we've hit Pakistan where it hurts the most. Now, all this also began when Shashi Tharoor not just complimented the current Modi government for everything it has done, also for saying that I have a lot of options, but there is a bit where he's trying to make a distinction, and that is what he says today, that when I spoke about the fact that this is the first time we crossed the LOC to hit Pakistan, he says I was making a distinction about wars, whether, wars that have been fought previously, about the 65 and the 71 wars, and before about these operations that India has conducted, whether that was post-Pulwama, post the Uri attack, and now Operation Sindhu. So clearly there is a distinction, there is a nuance that he's wanting to make as far as this particular line is concerned. But no one is stopping even Congress leaders from hitting out at Tharoor. Udit Raj, in the last 24 hours, has said that the BJP should make Shashi Tharoor their super spokesperson. So clearly, it's really come down to this. It's about who will blink first. But Tharoor going anywhere yet to the BJP? Unlikely. Congress suspending Tharoor? Unlikely. But it's an interesting, juicy story to look at. And Tharoor being Tharoor, the man of words, clearly I'm sure he'll have a lot more directed at the Congress party. But this brings a lot of embarrassment. This does not add any kind of I would say gravitas to the Congress's already declining stock. And clearly this is a controversy they could have done well without. Just pick up the phone, speak to Mr. Tharoor, get Rahul Gandhi to speak to him, get anyone to speak to him, but settle this out. So is it fair then to also blame the BJP for saying that they are fishing in troubled waters? I think viewers are smart, but it's an interesting story to look at. In the comment section below, do let us know what you think could be Shashi Tharoor's next move. There is no Lakshman Rekha in the Congress, I think, and Shashi Tharoor is pushing that Lakshman Rekha almost every day.